a lot of into the club tonight. What? But it's gonna be alright. Yeah. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a fuck. Trick Daddy, let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition, a no thanks edition, one of two in a row for FTW Future Focus. I am your not so humble correspondent, Robert Black, and last week we broke the bank. We passed 300 on the thank you for joining us meter, and as a gift to our fans over the next couple of weeks leading into this weekend and Wrestlemania weekend, we will have two no thanks editions of FTW Future Focus. So it's no holds barred without Hulk Hogan.
What?
Exactly. And shout out to Tony Motown Allen. He isn't going to be joining us this week, which is probably going to upset him later on because he would have racked up the points he otherwise would not have counted for. But I believe he's got a small conflict today. Someone's ill that he needs to be taken care of. So hats off to him, and we will see him next week. He might pop in. We don't know, but all word to him. Now, we introduce the rest.
There he is!
Oh!
Technical difficulties, but I'm here.
Oh, well, never mind.
We never missed the No Thanksgiving episode.
Tony Motown Allen, the master of wine, women, song, and cigars, made a liar out of Robert Black this week. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm ready to get some fucking drinking done. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, you picked a hell of an episode for it. As I said, we're no Thanksgiving this week and next.
And I don't know if you'll be able to see her, though, but I got some company with me here. I got this beautiful dog here, Myrtle, that's hanging out with me today as well, too.
Yes, Myrtle is a good girl we've met. Now,
I'm blaming her for me being late.
That's all right. That's all right. It's
She had
better
nothing to do with it, but
better late than never.
yes.
Now, to my side is the silent but deadly man from Chicago, Illinois, and he has about as much use for women's professional wrestling as I do for fake luchadors. He is Marvelous Marcus Buckley. How's it going, sir?
Hey, buddy.
Now you're up there. So we're switching sides on me, Now, over in my catty corner over here, the charming and talented young lady from North Carolina, the Tigress Ty Nickerson. How you doing, dear?
Yeah!
What's up, folks? If you got kids,
What's up?
get them out the room, because this show is not for children.
Well, not this edition, no. But we're glad you're here.
I am late, but is this no Thanksgiving?
Yes, for 2 weeks, this week and next.
You knew I wasn't missing this week.
You broke the meter right before WrestleMania, and so to give us all a treat, we got 2 in a row. Speaking of
that motherfucker, that's for goddamn sure.
Speaking of 2 in a row, a man notorious for being both a professional wrestler and a hell of a producer, the founder of our feast, the president of FTW Network, my pal and friend, and a guy who was going a little bit crazy with the sound effects today. He is the mastermind, Bobby Rogers. There you go. How you doing, sir?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Granted to WrestleMania, man, it's going down. I mean, we got a lot of stuff that we got to hit on because we got Dynasty.
Yeah.
That was John Collins, but we got AEW Dynasty. If you don't know that reference, then you.
Oh yes, I was reminded.
And then we got WrestleMania coming up, and also a special edition of Ground My Gears.
Yes, and that is going to be interesting.
What?
Exactly. Now, speaking of Dynasty, we're going to jump right into that, and there were quite a few matches that we need to cover. So, Bobby, you said you wanted to do this quickly, so we'll kind of try to breeze through it as much as possible.
Oh, I did enough time, but I think we're gonna be cool.
Okay.
Can I take the first? Can I go first on the first match, whatever it is? 'Cause I gotta go get me a beer.
Why?
Okay.
Why you gotta go first? Why you gotta go first?
I want to get a beer, motherfucker.
It's all supposed to go first.
I need a
It's
goddamn
always
beer.
the short people that gotta go first. One tall motherfucker can't go first.
Opening,
Okay, go ahead.
opening tournament match
We're
in
not doing
the
pre-show,
Owen.
right?
What's that?
We're not doing the pre-show, are we?
No,
No.
we're
No,
not
we
doing
ain't
the
doing
pre-show.
pre-show.
Fuck
We
that.
are not doing
hot.
pre-show, especially
God.
since one of the pre-show matches was a 0. My first 0 for AEW. They earned absolutely nothing.
Matt Caster, right? Matt Caster.
That was, yes, absolute 0. That was a absolute waste of fucking time and pathetic.
Fuck
But
the pre-show. Fuck the
the
pre-show.
pre-show.
Fuck the
Okay.
pre-show.
God. Oh, this is going to be a hell of an episode for us.
Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck that pre-show.
Okay. Mislabeled last week as a semifinal match. It was only the opening match of the Owen Hart tournament. Will Ospreay versus
Kevin Knight.
Knight. Yes. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to read because my eyes are screwed up. Motown, go ahead.
4.5. Phenomenal match. I was really impressed with Knight. I don't know much about the kid, but from what I saw, I was highly impressed. You guys know I love Will Ospreay. In my opinion, he's the best in-ring wrestler in the world today. And I've seen him in several matches with different people. So this wasn't one of those matches where I felt like Will Ospreay carried this match. No, Kevin Knight can fucking go.
Yes, I concur.
I am.
However, I'm only give this a 4.
Okay.
It was a great
beer real quick.
Okay. No, this was a great match, great opener for the pay-per-view, but I couldn't give it any higher than a 4 because the pacing was a little off. Kevin Knight was phenomenal. He is excellent, and he really showed out and stood out in this match, and Ospreay led him into a fantastic thing. It's just that it was obvious that Knight and Ospreay had never wrestled before, and there were a couple of things that didn't mesh together, and there were some timing issues. I would love to see them go again, though, and it would probably be a much better match, like 4.5 or higher, but I had to settle on a 4, and like at least 50% of that was Kevin Knight because he was absolutely great. Marcus.
I gave this match 3.75. The reason why I took off because, in my opinion, especially for the open, 2 damn kickouts. You know, that was my only issue with this match. Thought the pace was good. This match reminded me of a real Ospreay match about 7-8 years ago when it was doing all the, the flips and, choreography stuff like that. And I don't have a big issue with that, as so many people do. I mean, I thought it came off well. I mean, I agree with you, Rob. There seemed to be a little timing issues here and there. But overall, I thought it was pretty good for an opening match, except for there's too many kickouts. 3.5.
Too many false finishes for you.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Ty?
That's wrestling today.
Yeah, true. Ty.
I have to give this 3.95.
Mm-hmm.
This match was good. I just wish the finish was better. I just wish it was a quick finish.
Okay, cool. Bobby?
Man. Wow. I mean, this is AEW, man. I mean, what It sure didn't seem like it in this match. 4.75. This is a damn good match. I mean,
Thank you.
man, I thought he was a cousin of Sam at first. You know, and then I thought that like, oh man. But I'm just like, God, dog, this dude is. Ospreay was not carrying that match at all. They were going at it. Their style, and I said this to Tony. With these guys is there that can do that, they need to open the cruiserweight division.
Yes.
They need to fuck all them belts that they got. The fucking I got hemorrhoids belt and all this shit. They need to get rid of that shit and actually have a cruiserweight fucking title.
Mm-hmm.
These guys can go.
They get their
These
mid-card
guys
title.
should be showcased a lot more than what they are.
They got to
They
see
are fucking them more than WWE was. I mean, I'm sorry, in my opinion, AEW is basically bending all of these cruiserweights over, no Vaseline, and fucking them harder than WWE was.
Oh my God.
And you know, Vince was really doing it.
Hey, they're not shitting on the cruiserweights' heads now.
Yes, they are. Oh, well, they coming close. I don't understand this shit.
There's a big difference between farting and shitting in my face, dude.
And this is what makes me mad. You have a gold mark. You want to compete with WWE? You got it right there, and you are fucking it off. You are basically, instead of using Jergens lotion, you're using the generic shit, and you're fucking it off. You have a gold mine. I see so much money in that shit. You want to be defined differently? Showcase your cruiserweights more than you do your heavyweights. Do it the opposite of what WWE is doing.
I would get rid of the trios title and replace it with a cruiserweight title. Yeah.
No, I would get rid of the Mega title, and I would get rid of Okada's title because you got the TNT title. That's your mid-card title. You don't.
The rumor is they are getting rid of Okada's title. They're merging it with Omega's.
Omega, Okada, Orida, I don't give a fuck. They need to get rid of that fucking title. They need to get rid of that shit. They need to get rid of all these extra fucking, the pure concept of it's got different rules. I get that, all right? But all this other bullshit they got going, fuck that. Cruiserweight, heavyweight, pure, let it ride. Why the fuck are you fucking? They are throwing away money. I am going crazy watching this shit because even though I'm enjoying the fucking match, I'm pissed off because I'm seeing how much shit they're throwing away right now. Let me ask the panel this shit, and I'm being dead serious. If they had a cruiserweight division, wouldn't that attract you to watch AEW a lot more than what the fuck they got right now?
Yeah, it would.
So why the fuck is this motherfucker not doing it? You have it. It's not even like you gotta go get it. You have it. It's in your back fucking yard. You want barbecue, and you got a big giant barbecue grill right there, and you're fucking it off.
The best explanation that I can come up with, Bobby, and I know that you're probably not going to buy this, is that they don't want to make the cruiserweight their own division because they want the cruiserweights in the heavyweight division, which is something WWE would never do.
Plus traditionally, lightweights, all that kind of stuff, never made big money in wrestling. Period.
No, they have.
Cruiserweights to make money nowadays. I'm sorry.
When have they?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Marcus is true. Like you saying they can. We have never seen it happen. And Cruiserweight.
Yes. WCW 96-97.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
Was the NWO the heavyweights. The cruiserweight.
It was great.
No. The cruiserweights was the one. NWO was number 2.
I'm talking about marketing. People are not buying tickets for the cruiserweight. You didn't see.
Yes, they were.
You saw the merch was heavyweights.
Right. I mean, it was great TV, but they didn't sell the ticket.
That's exactly what it was. It was good TV. but the money was the heavyweights. The money was the NWO.
Well, when you talk about T-shirts, yeah, NWO was. I'm going to say NWA. NWO was. All right, they had the T-shirt game all down, but look how they marketed them.
Well, that will be an interesting.
If you don't market them the same way, the cruiserweights can't come up like that and even be better.
That would be an interesting debate for an old school episode. Who made WCW's ratings, the NWO or the Cruisers? Because there's a debate there. All right, moving on to our next match. The Hurt Syndicate versus Big Bill and Kevin Keith. And
Brian Keith.
Yeah. Bobby, did you want to start?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's exactly how I felt when I saw this fucking match. Go ahead. Yeah. Whatever. There should have never been any type of competition in this match because you had two veterans, Bobby Lashley and fucking Shelton Benjamin, that had that one dude in there. Now, Big Bill, I can see you struggling with. The other dude should have got smashed. Take out Big Bill, hurt him, smash dude, match is over in about 5-6 minutes. They went on for 20 on some bullshit. This match was a 1.75 for me because it was dumb as fuck.
Oh, you're generous.
Wow. Motown, I gotta hear this now.
I agree with a lot about Bobby. I just didn't agree with his rating. I gave it a 1.25. This match did nothing for me whatsoever. Her Syndicate destroyed dude, whoever the fuck he is. Big Bill needs to be on his own. And I just feel like after watching Dynamite, the only reason why they put these two motherfuckers in the match against the Hurt Syndicate is to write Chris Jericho off the show because he was so disappointed in these motherfuckers, and rightfully so.
Hold on.
Motherfuckers like redhead stepchilds out there.
Oh.
Let me justify my 1.75. 1 point for Bobby Lashley, 0.75 for Shelton Benjamin. The only reason he got a 0.75 is because he's short. That's it.
Oh, damn.
Well, 1.25, 0.75 for Bobby Lashley, 0.5 for Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, my God. Okay, Ty, if you dare.
She's still over there. I told you I was coming today.
This should have been my I don't give a fuck match. I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, I felt like this match was a cakewalk match between the Hurt Syndicate and Big Bill and Brian Keith. And I do agree with Tony. They need to have Big Bill go solo. They need to have Big Bill by himself. But I see why my other Boo Jericho was pissed. He wasn't angry nor disappointed. He was pissed. But on a serious, what?
They just made the list.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Anyway, on a serious note, I think Big Bill needs to go solo. Brian Keith does too. This should have been my I don't give a fuck match.
Okay.
I don't even go into it no more.
No rating?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Marcus.
What if I had like 4 of them in this fucking paper?
Yeah, I gave this match 1.5. Brian Keith definitely out of place. I mean, it's like this midget with all these big giant men. I mean, he was definitely lackluster in this match. I feel the only reason for this match was to try to push along this wherever this shit is they're doing with MJF. Other than that, I didn't see any other reason for this match. I mean, just simply 1.5. Let's move on.
Well, I was a lot more generous with this. I gave it 2.75. mainly because it was technically sound. It was a good brawl, at least, and there were some highlights. But let's face it, the only reason this match existed was so that MJF could interfere and further the storyline between him and MVP, and whether or not he's going to join, and they pretty much answered that after the show. So as much of a throwaway match as this was, it wasn't technically bad. It just had a foregone conclusion, and it was thrown together for the sake of having a big man, little man tag team against Benjamin and Lashley. And as much as the match worked and was sound, it just didn't. I'm not going to shit on the match, but I'm not going to praise it either. 2 3/4.
Hang on a sec. So you're not going to Vince McMahon the match, huh?
Absolutely not.
I am.
No, I'm saving my McDiddy for something else in this show. So I'm going to hold my.
Wait. I do got a question though.
Okay.
When we're sitting up here and we talk about Big Bill, right?
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm crazy or not. I got a question for everybody. Why in the fuck, if you want a big man, little man team, why don't you just hire Enzo Amore?
Probably
Absolutely. Enzo Amore, Jesus Christ.
Well, okay.
I would have enjoyed this match a hell of a lot more if Enzo was in it. And there's no knock against the black dude, whoever the fuck his name is, because I think he's a better wrestler than Enzo. But this
I know his name. It's Who Gives a Fuck.
It's I don't give a fuck.
You know what? I would not have a problem.
Wait, Rob. It doesn't matter what his name is.
I wouldn't have a problem giving Big Bill another partner. Brian Keith is obviously doesn't click with Big Bill. But there's 2 problems with bringing in Enzo. Number 1, his attitude sucks. Number 2, he has a terrible reputation. And the last thing that AEW needs right now is another Jack fucking Perry.
Whoa. How do you call him Jack Perry?
What?
He had some shit that he was getting fucked with in the back. He did do some stupid shit. He's admitted he did some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a second fucking chance to go through it.
I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve a second chance. I'm just telling you why AEW is not hiring him.
And they're fucking stupid.
Well, it's not my decision, and obviously they don't want to try it. So, and there's also the possibility that Enzo doesn't want to work with Big Bill anymore because he feels betrayed. And that might be one reason why he hasn't approached AEW to be signed. It could be a mutual thing.
Oh.
No, wait. I don't think that's it, because if Enzo want to work, I think he's going to be approaching them to get a job, whether it's with Big Bill or not. That motherfucker need a job.
And I think the funniest thing that will be on that microphone is him versus MJF.
Well,
And you can't teach that.
Well, I'm sorry, but after a while, Enzo's shtick got really repetitive. So
repetitive sounds though. That's how you keep the fans involved in everything.
That's how you keep certain fans involved.
That's how you keep 30% of the fans involved, Rob.
Oh God. Pigeonhole that argument. We'll come back to that. Speaking of arguments, I'm sure this is going to cause one. A TBS title, Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart.
Oh, that match wasn't on the card. That was one of the Owen Hart matches.
Oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't for the TBS title. It was for the Owen Hart women's tournament. My apologies. I did get that wrong last week, but yes, this match was in the Owen Hart tournament. Mercedes versus Hart.
I
Julia
didn't even
Hart.
say
Thank
that
you.
loud. I'm sorry.
For whatever reason, I always space on the name Julia. That's very weird. Anyway, I gave this match 3 1/4. I thought it was very technically sound, and they teased they meshed well, and they teased Mercedes losing here, and I don't know about the rest of the panel. You'll probably disagree with me, but Mercedes has slowly grown in AEW.
Fuck that bitch. Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Let's say that
well,
out loud. Sorry.
anyway, I gave this 3 1/4 because as there were some pacing issues with it, and the fact that the title wasn't on the line, and the fact that I thought Julia should have gone over, and that would have like extended the feud. But what they're basically going for is Mercedes going into All In to challenge either Tony Storm or, God willing, someone else having the damn title in Texas. So 3 1/4. Bobby.
He's going to challenge Athena.
Oh, I
Well-
know she's gonna challenge Athena.
Well, we'll see what
As long as
happens.
she is that.
Bobby.
Right there. Right there. Because I said I didn't give a fuck about this match when we were doing the predictions. And I don't give a fuck about this match after the motherfucking show. This match was a waste of time. I could have took a piss break, smoked a couple of blunts, ate some Cheetos, and did some aerobics before I watched this fucking match. I'm sorry. I did not like this match whatsoever. I did not like it whatsoever. I had a hard enough time even watching it for the show because Mercedes Moné was on this motherfucker, all right? But Julia Hart did nothing to impress me. I was hoping Julia Hart outshined her. I wanted Julia Hart to fucking clown on Mercedes Moné so fucking bad. And it was, it wasn't even like, ooh, it was,
Not even the fake outs and crunches in the corner.
Fuck the crunches, fuck the fake outs, fuck all that shit. It was fucking, no. This got a 0 from me, and that's me being nice.
Wow. Okay.
Can I piggyback on Bobby?
I was about to say, can I go next? Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Marcus.
Okay, Marcus, have fun.
No, this is you all are gonna be surprised as I am. I gave this match a 3. I personally thought that Julia Hart expanded her repertoire. I thought she showed more moves.
Julia was the MVP of this.
Yeah, I thought she showed more moves, and I thought, seeing how she's normally a heel, I thought she was a good underneath babyface in this match.
Yeah.
I thought so. That's why I'm like, damn, I scored that much better than Bobby did. I was really shocked, but I gave it a 3.
Holy crap. I only beat you by a quarter on this match. Motown shocked me.
Oh, Marcus giving a higher rate than me. I gave this bullshit a 1.5.
Wow.
And 1.5 was for Julia Hart. Mercedes Moné, that is a fucking little skinny stick that has worked her way below Bayley and Becky Lynch in the 4 Horsewomen. And is doing nothing to change that shit. Nothing. Julie Hart is at least a little halfway decent talented. They got a lot of growing to do. I mean, the bitch is what 21, 22 years old, so she's still a kid, so she's still got a long way to go. But what I need in this match was a big booty bitch, a big titty bitch, something I can fucking look at, because these motherfuckers bored the fuck out of me. Y'all see my woman. I like titties. That's what I want to see. If you can't entertain me in the goddamn ring, Marcus, you got me on this one.
Hey.
If you can't entertain me with your in-ring ability, fucking dazzle me with your fucking titties.
Hey, there you go.
And those punching bags were brought to you by.
This match needed sky blue.
No.
Well, first of all, you can say no all you want. Sky Blue is more entertaining than Mercedes Moné. She's better in the ring. She needs to work. She needs some help on the mic, but her mic skills not too far behind Mercedes. I'll take Sky Blue over Mercedes Moné because Mercedes Moné is an overpaid, hyped, fucking overpriced bitch.
I'm going to say something that's going to shock you right now. I will put the bunny over Mercedes Moné.
Whoa.
God, did I wake up in hell today?
I was about to.
Where's the mic to drop on that shit?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm utterly speechless. Ty, bring us back to the clean world if you could.
Before I do, Julia Hart's 23.
Ah,
She's a baby.
So I actually give this match a 3.5. Julia Hart stood out to me in this match. I wish they did more with her. Because I think Mercedes Moné's getting all the shine, got all the shine in the match. I just wish they did something a little bit more with Julia Hart, which she was my pick to win to go to the next round. Which I'm mad. I didn't want Mercedes Moné winning, so I just would, I wish my rating could have been higher if they would have did something a little bit more with Julia Hart in match wise, but it's gonna get a 3.25 out of me.
okay. All right, fair enough. Moving on to the World Trios title match, the Death Riders versus Rated FTR.
Man, fuck them Death Riders.
Let's start out with Ty then.
I said it.
So we'll start out with you, Ty. You didn't like the match. What's your rating?
Nope. This was some bullshit. Bullshit, I tell you. I wanted Rated FTR to win those trios titles. This also should have been my don't give a fuck match, but this match right here, it gets a -2 for me.
Gotta go at the tie.
If you dare. I don't know how you can follow.
No more. I said what I said. Fuck them Death Riders. I said what I said. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mammy.
Go ahead, Motown.
Ty, you gave it a -2?
Yeah.
Take away the negative, because that's my rating. I gave it a 2. The match was okay. It was okay at best. But who's the one that called FTR turning on fucking Edge?
You did.
I enjoyed that shit. I am so thick. So fucking sick. I can't cope with cope. That motherfucker ain't been rated R since goddamn Lita. Fucking Beth Phoenix got that motherfucker rated PG.
Nah, Beth Phoenix got it rated PG-13.
I can't even get him to goddamn 13. He was PG-13 with Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, good Lord.
I thought he was PG with Vicky Guerrero. Well,
no, he's PG-13. There was a lot of tongue. There was a lot of tongue there. They had a little three-way going. You had fucking Edge like taking Vicky's mouth while Big Show was fucking her in the ass. I mean, they had a good three-way going. More I think about it, the Vicky girl year might have been an NC-17.
What have I done to myself?
Oh, Rob.
Lord.
Picture Vicky girl taking both them dicks. Picture it. You picturing it, Rob. You picturing it.
I quit. I absolutely quit.
That cougar could go.
Oh.
I won't fuck with Marcus' dick, but goddamn, she took ass in Big Shows.
Oh, good God. I gave this match 3.5, mainly because everybody got their shit in, and FTR shined like always, especially at the end. where they really teased the idea that they could break up the team over this, but then they made the right decision and they turned Wheeler and Harwood at the same time, and now FTR as a team has the chance to flourish again. Kind of like in the Midnight.
Honestly, Rob, you always talk about like we always complain about the storytelling in AEW. I like that story. I like how they did it. They actually pulled it off. I love that part. I didn't like the match. Like I was high on the match. I didn't like the match itself, but the story they told was on point, Rob.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for later. But yeah, I 3.5, especially since FTR did to Cope, not for the Pope, can't cope, soap on a rope, put him down like the Midnight Express to the Dynamic Dudes. Marcus.
Well, man, Rob, me and you on the same page so far today. I also gave it a 3.5. I thought it was a good match. I thought that FTR really shined this match and showed why in my opinion, they're still the best team in the world. I knew the heel turn was coming when doing the intros, FTR got a lackluster ovation, and Edge got the over the top, get the huge pop. I'm like, oh shit, they turning tonight. Ain't no doubt about it. The fans have already abandoned FTR already just based on that ovation. So I knew that was coming right there. But I thought they worked really well together as usual. So 3.5 for me.
Yeah, you got to give Copeland credit for his sell too. I mean, he sold the whole thing like death, so that helped as well.
I suppose.
Oh yeah, Bobby.
Before Bobby go, when FTR turned on him, that was a, oh my God, you killed Cope. You bastard!
Yeah, you notice they didn't call him Cope once in the follow-up interview, which was good. Bobby, you're an FTR fan. How did you feel here?
I was pissed.
Why?
FTR. I guess this is just my vision of them. There's nobody in AEW. There should be a babyface tag team more than FTW. I mean FTR. FTR is the ultimate babyface team there. And because the Young Bucks come back, well, that means we're gonna have to face them if we do this. We're gonna make them heels too. I see the strategy. I see what's going on behind the scenes, and it's pissing me off. Young Bucks don't want no smoke when it comes to FTR. They don't. So now it's going to be the parallel universes thing. Okay, they're face and we're face, so we don't face each other. You're a heel and I'm a heel. We're not going to face each other. It's fucking sickening. I didn't like the match. I didn't like this turn. I'm one of the few that wasn't into the whole story. I wasn't. I gave it a 1.25.
Oh, brutal. Damn. Well, speaking of brutal, the next match for the AEW Women's title, Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne.
Yes.
Oh, can I go on this one? Can I go on this
yes, one? Go ahead, Motown.
Oh my God. I enjoy seeing these two women out there for two reasons. Number one, both of them can fucking go. In my opinion, Toni Storm and Megan Bayne are the top two women in the division right now, the way they're showcasing them. I'm not saying the most talented, but the way they're showcasing them, they're the best.
Yes.
Toni Storm, Rob, I'm sorry. Timeless Toni Storm, I love her. She's the best thing the AEW got going right now. They have two great things going right now. Timeless Tony Storm and Swerve When I Drive. Swerve When I Drive. Those are the top two things that keep me watching AEW. But Megan Bayne, oh my God. My girl promised me a threesome, and I want Megan Bayne in that motherfucker. That bitch got tits for days. And she can fucking go in the ring. I enjoyed this match. I'm happy Toni Storm won. It's a little too early for Megan Bayne. I would love to see Megan Bayne take the title off of Mercedes Moné and get a TBS title run and see what she do with that title and then put the world title on her. But these were the top two women in the division right now. And they showed up and showed out. I gave this match a fucking 4.
Okay, Bobby?
Go next, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
Tony said everything that I wanted to say except I'm taking her. You ain't having no threesome, damn it.
Oh, good Lord.
Look, you can have her on one-on-one. It's got to be a threesome for me. Like, my girl ain't going to let me do her. She ain't going to let me do her by myself. Like, she got to join in.
Okay.
I just want Megan Bayne's outfit. Y'all can have her naked. I just want her outfit.
But Megan Bayne, yes.
I'll be honest with you. She can sit there topless. I'll be happy.
Megan Bayne is the second. She's awesome. There's just no doubt about it. That woman is awesome. Toni Storm, I love Toni Storm from the get-go. And Toni Storm keeps on giving back like she should be giving back.
Whoa. Slow down, Bobby. You have not liked her from the get-go. You like Timeless from the get-go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's the only Toni Storm that's even recognizable in my portfolio. The other one don't even count. She's cornflakes. Generic cornflakes. We got Timeless Toni Storm. Oh, God. The
Well,
champ. I love that woman. These two can go in the ring. They have technical skills and they look good. I mean, this was my ultimate right here, 4.75. Because these two girls took it to the max.
They did, though.
They did what they were supposed to do.
There.
And I was surprised at Tony how she worked from underneath. That tripped me out. I was like, oh man, she's really getting it. Toni Storm impressed me, but Megan Bayne impressed me even more. I'm sorry, I agree with Tony. She should get that TBS, whatever it is. And I think this was actually a match to see how she can handle herself so they can give her a title. I think this is her stepping stone. Get beat by the champ, then go on a run and become a champion yourself. So, Bayne being champion here coming up all in.
So can you see her getting a TBS title run, taking the title off Mercedes?
I think she should smash Mercedes Moné.
I agree.
It should not even take a minute. She should walk in there, bam, pin her, and leave.
Ride, smash that bitch and leave.
Boy, it should not even be any type of discussion or nothing. Walk in, flatten her, leave. She got 8 other belts she can play with. Fuck that bitch.
Gentlemen, as much as I hate to point it out, but generic cornflakes are not only healthy but good for your colon.
Hold on, wait. How the hell you gonna get them down when they taste so bad?
A spoonful of sugar. That's what it's for.
I don't want generic cornflakes.
I use sweet and low, but nevertheless, I gave this match 3.5. And 3/4 of that goes to Megan Bayne. She was damn impressive, and I wasn't crazy about the fact that Penelope Ford was out there and that they were like doing shenanigans with fucking Luther, but all in all, it was a great match for what it was, but I was disgusted by the fact that they are just taking stupid shit from random movies for random towns and letting Tony Storm run with it. I'm sorry, the Rocky stuff pissed me off.
Why?
Because it's stupid!
It's
It's stupid. It's an insult, and that's the only thing that timeless Tony Storm is, a goddamn movie cliche. Drives me. It's an insult because it's in Philadelphia. It's making fun of a good movie, and she sucks at it. I'm sorry, the gimmick is fucking terrible.
Well, hold on. Tony Storm probably sucks at a lot of things, but my thing.
Maybe so, but this match was one of them.
Wait. No Thanksgiving, Bob. So I know something she could suck at.
I am not talking. I'm not, gentlemen. I'm not talking about her sexual prowess. I'm talking about the ridiculousness of an unfunny gimmick.
I know.
It's fucking hilarious. And
it's stupid. That's my point, and I'll get to something else about that later on. But gentlemen,
but Rob,
I liked the match for what it was, but it was dragged down by stupid shit.
It's a good mixture, Rob, because she could go in the ring. She's a damn
Your
good wrestler.
Sound cut out.
You can't deny she's a damn good wrestler.
I'm not saying she isn't a damn good wrestler. I'm not denying she's a damn good wrestler with a horrible fucking gimmick. It pulls the whole thing down. I would rather have cornflakes than dog shit. And that's what Timeout Tony Storm is. I'm sorry, but 3.5 is all I could give it. Because the gimmick fucked it up.
You realize that gimmick is more over than anything else they're doing in the women's division right now, right?
And that's the worst thing of all.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing of all.
A gimmick is almost it's better than half the men shit.
Oh, God.
And I really believe it's all her. I don't think Tony Khan had nothing to do with this shit.
That's right.
I think she started doing this shit, and Tony Khan was like, yeah, whatever.
I'm sorry, but I would rather watch dogs humping in the hot sun than ever see this gimmick again.
Whoa, Rob. I said that.
Hey, it's no Thanksgiving.
No, that's still entertaining too.
But wait. But Tony Storm talk about it so much. She might be one of those humping in the sun.
Oh God. I don't want to open that can of worms. Let's. Okay, Ty, can you clean this up, please?
This was actually my women's match of the night.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. I give this match a 4.95. I've never seen that much chemistry in that match between Tony Storm and Megan Bayne. And I'm so happy I'm not alone in the Big T Club. I love Megan Bayne's outfit. I want it. Y'all can have her naked. I don't give a shit.
I think naked. But Ty, I agree with the chemistry is amazing with them because had they worked together before?
I don't think they have. I doubt they have. But
that was the amazing part about it too. It's like that shit flowed.
It does. And the best part about it was, and the best part that I liked was Winston coming out and getting Nelly, aka Becky with the 5-head, away from the match, from the ring. He came, picked her up like, bitch, you got to go. Get the hell away from this ring. I am sick of your shit. Your ass going to the back. And just like Tony said, it's too soon for Megan Bayne to take the title off Toni Storm. Do I see Megan Bayne taking the title off Mercedes Moné? Absolutely. But it has to be down the line. And if they want to do that, Megan Bayne, Mercedes Moné for the TBS title, they have to have right to not fuck this up, because we all know AEW fucks up everything, including a perfectly Bojangles Biscuit. They have to do this right. You cannot fuck this up.
Fair enough. Marcus, you get the last nail.
Well, I gave this match a 4. I thought it was really good. Megan Payne is one of the only women I've ever seen with that height, with her size, and still actually looks feminine. I mean, if she has any type of personality and any kind of promo skills, fuck the TBS title. She's going WWE as soon as her contract's up. I can see Hunter looking at her right now. Don't let her be able to cut any kind of half decent promo and have any kind of personality. Because I mean, the woman is halfway decent looking. She has a body. I mean, she can actually wrestle. I mean, she has the size of China, but except China couldn't wrestle. Whereas she can. I mean, she doesn't. She's not all muscled up like Jordan Grace. I mean, she looks feminine to be a big woman. I mean, I thought this pay-per-view AEW did good at showcasing 3 people that most of us wasn't that familiar with, and I'll wait to the end to say who they are. But overall, I thought it was a good match. 4.0.
Cool. All right. Next match is the other Owen Hart tournament match. Sorry. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. I'll go first on this one. I gave it a 4. Damn good match, especially emotionally for Mark Briscoe. Fletcher going over was probably preordained here, but the fact that they gave Briscoe more than he would have realistically got is a testament to how over he is. And I appreciate the fact that they are turning Fletcher into an all-round superstar the way they are, and it was a damn good match overall. Bobby, what'd you think?
Which match is this?
This is Fletcher versus Briscoe, Owen Hart tournament.
It was good. Okay, I'm not gonna say this was trash. All right, it was good, but I'm sick of the way they treat Briscoe. I'm sick of this shit. When are they gonna let him get his due? He's earned it, and they keep screwing him over. It's like Natalia all over again. I understand he went against Kyle Fletcher, and Kyle Fletcher is this guy that everybody drools over and is like, oh yeah, he's gonna be blah blah blah. Okay, what the fuck ever. He looks like Brian off of Tekken to me. My thing is, you got Briscoe that has put his heart, sweat, and tears into this chick for years. Been underrated and underutilized for years. Now you fucked around and didn't give him the AEW World Championship when his brother died. That's the first fucking kick in the back. All this time he's been wrestling. You haven't gave him a decent run at the title. That's another kick in the fucking back. I'm thinking it's the Owen Hart tournament. At least let this man win this shit. Give him some type of respect and recognition. And ain't fucking around. I'm sorry. That aspect alone had me put this as a 2. Because more respect should be going to Briscoe than what it is. And Kyle, he played a perfect role, and of course it's Briscoe. He's going to. And Fletcher is a badass heel, looks the part, all that. That's cool, but the direction they're going with the motherfucker is bullshit. Because I'm sorry, I don't care if you had to have outside interference or something if you want to keep Fletcher strong, but something happens where Fletcher loses that match And you let Briscoe go on and keep going until he wins that fucking wins the Owen Hart tournament. Let him win that shit. But no, yeah. I
Okay.
gave it a 2.
A 2. Wow. Marcus, do you agree?
I gave the match 3.75. I thought it was pretty good. Briscoe took a couple of crazy ass bumps.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh God, what? Damn, this dude is nuts. I wouldn't be taking this shit. I mean, that brain buster that Fletcher does off the top turnbuckle, that ain't no way in hell. Hell no. I value my neck too much to take anything like that. That shit. That's a crazy ass move. But I thought it was a good mix of I guess hardcore and regular wrestling. The only thing about this match is, at least to me, this match went on a long ass time. It seemed like it was a really long ass match. But other than that, though, it just seemed like it was too long. I thought it was pretty good. 3.75.
Ty.
I have to give this match a 3. Mark Briscoe did the damn thing in the match. But I don't like I'm with Mastermind on this one. I don't like how they're doing Mark Briscoe in AEW, period. Ever since his brother Jay passed away, it's like they want to bury him at some point. And I feel like somewhere his brother Jay is rolling in his grave, pissed off in his grave, based on what Tony Khan is doing with Mark Briscoe. They should have at least put the belt on Mark Briscoe at some point, but no, they don't want to do that. They want to keep burying him. They want to keep screwing him over. And it's not right. It's really not right. It's not fair. It's unacceptable. And it's just not cool.
Motown?
He was also my pick to win for the Owen Hart for this match against Kyle Fletcher, and I just I'm not disappointed. I'm just pissed. I'm just angry. I don't like how they're doing Mark Briscoe, period. I don't like it.
Okay. Motown?
I get this match 3.5. I was perfectly fine with the match. I was perfectly fine with the winner. Kyle Fletcher has been putting on bangers. And in all honesty, right now, Kyle Fletcher is more over right now than Mark Briscoe. The thing with Mark is he's not Jay. He's not his brother. Like his brother was over as fuck. Mark Briscoe is a good worker, but I don't think he's over like his brother was. Kyle Fletcher's over. He's been putting on bangers after bangers after bangers. He's third to win this match. I would like to see Mark Briscoe take on somebody else where he could advance, but I did not see that within this match at all. Not at all. Them two put on a phenomenal show. Mark Briscoe is a phenomenal worker. And like Marcus said, those bumps he took, oh my God. I mean, he made the shit look real. But I get it 3.5.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, title versus mask for the ROH World Championship, Chris Jericho versus Bandito. And since he's your side, Boo Ty, I will let you go first.
Other Boo.
Other Boo. I am very sorry about that.
Boo.
Did you get a lady boner in this one, Ty?
Yes, honey, I did get a lady boner in this match. Then it went to shit after I found out the ending. I give this match a 2.5 because at first my other Boo Jericho had this match won, but then Bandito's sister and his mom dry snitched on him. Why you gonna dry snitch on my other Boo for cheating? That's the point of being a heel. He had the match won at first, but then y'all gonna sit there and snitch on him and say, no, he didn't win. He used the bet. What the hell? No, 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 no. Had the match would have had a different outcome. Big Bill and Brian Keith would have helped Jericho retain. But where would that's right. Big Bill and Brian Keith were nowhere to be found. They went totally ghost during that match. It would have been better if my other boo Jericho would have won. But no, Bandito won. And I give Bandito credit for winning. Because he got his lick back after what my other boo did. He took Gravity's mask. And I guess that was Bandito's motivation to win. So I give this match 2.5. Because my other boo should have won. Damn it.
I'll go next. I gave this 3.25. It was Jericho can surprisingly still go, and he grounded Bandito in this match to where it was more old school than it otherwise might have been. But as far as the ending goes, it did kind of come out of nowhere, but it's an ending that for all intents and purposes has a history to it. And here's the thing with AEW. It's damned if it does and it's damned if it doesn't. We've been screaming for years that we want them to have more storylines. We want them to have more complex stuff and do more story-oriented shit and not necessarily have every match try to be spot fests. Well, they did that with this match, but as Ty pointed out, people are still pissed about it because the ending was too old school. I guess it was too. I guess it was too sympathetic to Bandito, or however, too contrived, I guess you might say. But AEW is trying to be different. And this match is an example of how they're trying to use storylines, especially with guys like Jericho, who are slowed down when, and you know, Jericho used to be a cruiserweight and he knows how to work that style. And he did with Bandito to a certain extent. I thought it was a decent match, ending aside, and that it proved that Jericho still has some worth here while people have been saying that he doesn't. Yes, the ending was hokey, and having the mother and sister at ringside just to get the decision reversed it was hokey, but it was a hell of a lot.
Bullshit.
Well, okay, it was bullshit, but it was, to my mind, a hell of a lot better than the timeless crap with Rocky. So, all in all, I'll give this 3.25. Marcus.
You know, Rob, I'm one of those people that want AEW to be different, and I do want to see some fucking stories being told, but I just don't want them to be fucking stupid. And that's what this was. Okay, I give this match a negative trillion.
God damn! Ow!
Oh my
Just
god!
for it alone. When
Can we narrow that down to -5 at least?
But 5 trillion? Yeah, sure. Okay. When in the history of wrestling kind of motherfuckers mama tell the ref, not even the ref in the ring, not even the ref that was officiating the match, but a ref that was ringside, hey, he hit my son. Look, the bat is look. I didn't look. The bat is hiding behind the stairs. Now,
Mama Bagwell.
Right now, the ref didn't see Jericho hit Bandito, but just the bat being there, it was enough to restart the match. And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't AEW shoot an angle previously about the ref's decision being final? I mean, I thought I remember them doing some kind of angle where you can't overturn a ref's decision. Well, I mean, the ref's decision was made. Absolutely bullshit, absolute hot garbage. Jericho used to be one of my favorite wrestlers, but now he's off being involved in dumb shit like this. I can't. That was terrible. That was just absolute. You know what? The match might have been good, but I can't even remember now because that bullshit just erased my whole memory of that match. That's the only thing I can remember was that dumbass ending right there. That was horrible. Okay, negative.
All right. Bobby?
Yes. I'm thinking about my answer. It's just I don't know how to answer this one, man. I don't know how to answer this one.
Well, I imagine you're leaning more toward Marcus than Ty, but
Yeah, but I'm a little bit more harsher on it. I'm glad Bandito won. Let me say that. But this whole match was bullshit. And I did not like it whatsoever. Sorry, Ty, it's your boo, your other boo, your side. I don't know which position he has.
other.
This dude is, I can't do it no more. I mean, I can't do Jericho no more. Jericho gotta go. He got to. 1.5.
Okay. Motown, last nail.
This is gonna surprise y'all. I agree with Bobby to a certain extent. I'm not sick of Jericho, Ty. I'm not sick of Jericho. I'm not sick of you. I'm not sick of your side boo.
Tony,
But
that's my other boo. Omega's
your
my
other
side
boo.
boo.
Other boo. Who's your side boo?
Kenny Omega.
Oh.
Who's your main boo?
Jeff Hardy.
Hardy.
Okay, cool. But they all gave you boners, so therefore I have no problems with any of them whatsoever. As long as you get some lady boners, that's all I care about, Ty. Do you? Cause you know the ones that give me my power boners are AJ Lee, Trish Stratus, and Mandy fucking Rose. And when you look at my three, AJ Lee is fucking crazy. That just fucking. I did crazy chicks. Sorry, Ma, but you love AJ too. You love Skippy.
You forgot one, Tony. Tiffany
Terrence
Stratton.
Terrell. No, who'd you say, Ty?
Tiffany Stratton.
Oh my God, my new school Trish. Without a doubt, yes. It's titty time. Ty, you know me. You got some titties. I'm good.
But mine ain't fake though.
If you got
But
the
that's a good thing.
you got the time.
I didn't mind the match. I thought the match was pretty decent. But I didn't like the ending though. Like Bandito, I'm like Bobby. I'm fine with Bandito winning. I am. Especially with Chris Jericho taking time off. He needed to drop the title. I didn't like how they did it. The whole bullshit with like, oh, his mama and his sister gonna tell a different ref. I
Told
1,000%
you.
agree with Marcus on
Mama
that shit.
and sister
That
dry
was some
snitched on
fucking bullshit. It took away from the match. It honestly took away from the match. When the fuck did we get instant replay in wrestling? Like, we always had screwy endings in there. People win a screw job one way or the other. But you have a couple fans. This to a ref who wasn't even in the match to reverse the decision. When we start doing that?
Well, to be fair, she convinced the referee in charge to reverse the match by showing him the bat. That doesn't help, but it's more logical.
But how's it logical when nobody saw him use the bat except for the people, which went.
It's a bullshit ending to the match. It took away from it though, so that's why I gave it a 1.5 like Bobby did.
Okay, that's fair enough. And now we go to a completely different gear for the TNT Championship. Daniel Garcia defending against Adam Cole. Let's start with Motown.
I got 4 words for you guys. Adam Cole, baby.
Boom.
Boom. I enjoyed this match. I am so happy Adam Cole won this match. No disrespect for Daniel Garcia at all, but I just not feeling him like that though. I thought his title run was lackluster at best. Not saying that Adam Cole's gonna have a phenomenal title run. I don't know, because I just really feel Adam Cole in WWE, well, more importantly, NXT was a lot better than he is in AEW. I have hopes here. I hope this could get him going and everything. He got rid of his bitch, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. So I'm hoping for some good shit here. I enjoyed this match. I really did. These two had chemistry. Like, they had a lot of chemistry, which kind of surprised me. They kind of flowed and everything. The match went really well. I'm happy with the end and everything. I gave this match 3 stars.
Okay, Marcus.
I gave this match 2.75. You know, for me, I was tired by the time this match came on. I thought it suffered. The placement of this match suffered because, I mean, I had watched about 10 matches by this point.
Yeah, Marcus, less is more.
This was number 8.
Okay,
less is more.
Well, you know what? For me, it was 10 because I actually watched the pre-show.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so for me, at this point,
for you and me, it was 10.
Yeah, so I was kind of tired at this point. I think I would have liked it more if it was either less matches or placed at a different spot. I mean, I thought they worked well together. I mean, I'm not a fan of Garcia, but I think he's an underrated wrestler. You know, he just has. I know Bobby says cornflakes. I'm just gonna say oatmeal without the sugar. I mean, he's just bland, just completely bland. Just decent match. But just I was tired by the time this shit came on. So 2.75.
All right, Ty.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Marcus. It's a 2.75. Daniel Garcia's title run was just as bland as scrambled eggs with no salt, no pepper, and no cheese on it. It was as bland as going to Waffle House and ordering hash browns without it scattered, smothered, and covered. That's how bland his title run was. I am so happy Adam Cole finally got a title. You don't know how happy I am. I thought today he would never get a title. But that night he did.
Well, I gave this 3 3/4, 3.75. The fact that they slowed the match down in the beginning and went old school, they didn't go directly for the high spots, and it really looked like they had a grudge against each other and were really determined that they had hatred for each other in this match. And the fact that Cole pulled it out and was selling the leg that had been surgically repaired. And there was a lot of deep psychology in this match that I really appreciated. And that they're trying to turn the TNT Championship into a working man's title. And the fact that it's on Adam Cole now and that they can do so much with him is a testament to how slow burn AEW can be with certain stars. Sometimes they burn it too slow, I will admit that, but Adam Cole is the kind of athlete that can accomplish that much more over time. And Daniel Garcia is young enough to where he can come back and be more with his next run. So the fact that these two met in this atmosphere and had a match this damn good, 2 years down the road, they could have a 5-star match for the world title. So I liked this. I liked the meat of it. The fact that Cole went over was good. Garcia showed out, and they just had a damn good psychologically driven match. So as much as I wanted it to be fast, and we're about to get to that in a minute, but this was more grounded than I thought that it would be, and it was better than I thought it would be, and I had to give it 3 3/4. Bobby. Bobby, are you froze? Hello?
Bobby.
Bobby, can you hear us?
Anybody else got to go? Is he the last one?
No, he's the last one on this one.
Hang on.
Bobby, you all right?
What the hell?
Did you fall asleep?
Say something.
Something.
Bobby, can you hear me?
Hold
Can you
on.
hear-
You might have your sound switched off. Little technical difficulty, nothing to worry about. Bobby, can you hear us now? Hello?
Okay, say something.
Yeah.
Something.
Now it's in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I was sitting up here waiting on y'all to get through talking, and I ain't heard nothing. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, well, we might have had some sound problems there. What do you rate Garcia versus Cole?
Zero.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Wow. What was wrong with it?
Adam Cole. I know Tony loves Adam Cole. I don't like him. I never have. I thought this was a time for Garcia to shine. Again, another missed opportunity. His title run has been lackluster. I will say that. But he should have did more with his run instead of just fuck him over like that. Like, here's the title. Shut the fuck up. Okay, now we're taking it. You know what I'm saying? And don't put no effort into promoting him and getting him as a noticeable champion. Yeah.
But Bobby, you admit yourself his title run been lackluster at best.
No, I agree, but I think it's more the company's fault than him. That's what makes it sad.
I think a lot was on him though.
But you gotta have the opportunity to promote the title, and you gotta be marketed to promote that title. You got to give that shot for them to be seen, and they did not do that with him.
I mean, how long have he had the title though?
I mean, he has had it for a while.
And it hasn't happened.
Something. His feud should be catchy or something like that. I think it's a missed opportunity.
So you gave it a 0.
Yep.
Wow, unbelievable.
I'm sorry though. I get what you're saying though, when like you want to get an opportunity though, but he had the opportunity and he dropped the ball.
How when you don't market the guy? You gotta market the guy.
That is a good point, and we'll come back to that. We got 2 matches left. The penultimate match for the international title, Ty's side boo Kenny Omega versus Speedball Bailey and Ricochet. Bobby, go ahead.
Again, I've seen Speedball in Independence. I'm just not too impressed by him. Ricochet, though, on point as usual. I mean, the man is just a phenomenal talent. I mean, WWE dropped the ball on him. But it was a three-way. There's only one type of three-ways I like.
Oh.
And this was, yeah, it was good, though. Okay, I'm not going to say it was terrible. It was good, but I literally lost interest real quick. I did. I gave it a 2.75.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to go next because I doubt it's going to go uphill from here. I gave this 4 3/4. It was my match of the night. Yes, it was a three-way, and it had some of the trappings that a three-way does, but it moved quickly. All three guys picked the spots that they needed to pick, and they didn't completely sit out for certain points. And when they did, it actually worked for once. Omega, it seemed, was the one calling this match, and I thought he called it very well. Ricochet played a damn smart heel, and I was surprised that he did not win this match, but the fact that he showed out and proved and damn near did get the victory is a testament to how valuable Ricochet is. The tease with Omega and Okada at the end wasn't necessary. I don't think that they needed to do any of that shit. But the match itself and the story it told, especially with Speedball Mike Bailey, I was impressed with him. He stood there with two of the best in the world and made himself look like $1 billion. So this was my match of the night. I couldn't get enough of it. And, you know, just ever since Omega came back from injury, he has been the cleaner of old. And I couldn't get enough of this match. It was 4 3/4 for me, match of the night. Ty, how did your side boo do?
Oh God, I'm so glad you asked me this question. My Sabu did amazing in that match. This was my second match of the night. He was actually my pick to win. I did like the part where they teased him and Okada at the end. That impressed me. Speedball impressed me a lot more because I've seen him in Impact Wrestling when he was there as former X Division champion. I haven't seen him in the indie scene, but I've only seen him when he wrestled in Impact. But Ricochet, being the smart heel that he is, I think it's great because he's showing WWE, look, hey, look what y'all missed out on. Look what you could have did with me creative wise.
True.
Y'all fucked up.
So true.
Now when he was in NXT, I feel like they used him very well when he was in NXT. But when he got on the main roster, they were just like, we're just gonna they just fucked it up.
Yeah.
And Ricochet showed WWE, hey, I'm getting a better push in AEW that you guys should have gave me. Y'all fucked up. Your loss. Fuck y'all. Other than that, this match gets a 3.5 from me, and I'm so glad my side boo won.
Cool. Motown?
Okay. I really wish this was one-on-one between Omega and Ricochet. I think this would have been a match as a one-on-one match. No disrespect for dude. No disrespect towards him because he did show out in this match, though. But I really think that this would have been better one-on-one. I still gave it 3.5 because it was a really good match, and I agree with Ty. Like a lot of stuff that Ricochet is doing, from what I hear, he was doing WWE, and they didn't allow him to do it though. So I'm happy to see that like he's able to do what he's doing, and showing that's going to work. AEW don't always get it right, but this time they are getting it right with Ricochet, in my opinion. Though I picked Omega to win it, and he won it, so I'm definitely happy with it. I gave it 3.5 because it was a really good match. Omega won. I think it was the right call in the triple threat. I like to see them do it, run it back again, maybe at All Out 1-on-1, because I think Ricochet and Omega could like fucking put on a banger. That All In, All Out, whatever the fuck you call it in Texas.
All in.
All In, okay. Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3.5 for you. Marcus, last word on this one.
Yeah, I gave this match 4.5. This was also my match of the night. I really enjoyed this match. You know, for a three-way, there wasn't any noticeable long break periods for a wrestler. I thought they did some nice two-person pin moves. You know, this pay-per-view, I thought AEW did a really good job of showcasing, what was his name, Kevin Knight, Megan Payne, and Mike Bailey. Even though all three of them lost, I think they did a really good job of showcasing them to people who may not have been that familiar with them. I also used to see Speedball Mike Bailey in Impact, and a couple of years ago, he had a hell of a match with Ospreay. A couple of years ago, I mean, for those who aren't familiar with him, it's probably on YouTube. Check out his match against Will Ospreay. I think 2, maybe 3 years ago. I mean, the guy is really good. But I wish I had remembered that they were supposed to be uniting with the Omega's title and Okada's title. I would have picked the Omega to win, but I think I picked Ricochet. And at first, his heel turn was annoying to me, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. And I still, for some reason, I still crack a smile every time I see him smack his head. That's still funny to me for whatever reason. The spot where they smack his head. But
wait, Marcus, are you talking about the part where in the 8-man tag where it was Ospreay, Speedball, Mark Briscoe, and Kevin Knight, and they were all outside the ring, and Ricochet was outside, and they all slapped him upside the head?
Well, you got that one, and they did the same thing again in this match. Outside.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's still funny to me for whatever reason. But overall, great match of the night, 4.5.
Okay. Main event for the AEW World Title, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. Now, since Bobby has the grind my gears, I think we'll let him go last.
Can I go first?
What's that?
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Only reason I asked him to go first because it's really windy out here, so I'm about to change locations.
Okay.
It's windy out there.
Oh God, not that windy. That's anyway. Moving on. I hated this match. Fucking hated it. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. And I'm sure Bobby's gonna grind his gears on this, so I'm not gonna like go too much into it because he's gonna do a lot of it though. But the fact that Swerve just let the Bucks hold his hands, or he could pull him away. I was fucking disgusted with this shit. I was fucking pissed. I was fucking disgusted. The match itself was okay. The ending, fuck. Oh god, you end your pay per view with this, with the fucking Bucks screwing over Swerve. Fucking hated this shit. Rob, I hope you go next because I'm gonna be able to hear you. I'm gonna mute
I
my
was
camera.
planning to.
Okay, good. This shit really sucked, and for me, it didn't suck to the point that it wasn't a Bobby suck because Bobby hate the Bucks way more than I do. It had nothing to do with the fucking that was the fact that it was the Bucks. It was the fact that like I don't see how like Swerve's gonna sit there and let these two motherfuckers just hold his hand like they're fucking grade school and then fucking hit him with that move to end the match. Fucking killed it for me. And it goes back to what I said when like he lost the title with Bryan Danielson. They fucking killed. Swerve is over big time despite the booking. They made so many mistakes with Swerve, and this was the cherry on the goddamn shit Sunday. Like I just felt like they Vince McDiddy him. They shit on his head months ago, and they dropped the fucking cherry shit on his fucking forehead with how they fucking ended this shit. Marcus gave a match previously a negative trillion. I'm not gonna give it a negative trillion, but this is a goddamn zero for me. I was disgusted with this shit. It just pissed me the fuck off. And the fact that like I had to sit through goddamn what 10, 12, 15, 20 matches, fucking 4 or 5 hours of this shit for it to end like this pissed me the fuck off. It really did. This match pissed me off.
Okay, let's address the sore spot on this whole thing. Yes, the ending was bad. Nobody wanted to see these two fucking turds come back, and it did put a sour note on the fucking night.
I had no problem with Moxley winning it. Like I didn't think Moxley should have won
No,
it.
no. I'm not saying that. I'm
was the
talking
way-
about the return of the Bucks.
Yeah, it's the way he won it. That's what pissed me off.
Yes. I fully acknowledge that. No problem with Moxley winning, but the Bucks coming back was a shitty thing to do. Shouldn't have happened. However, I gave this match 4 1/4 because other than the ending, it was an excellent. They started out with a technical wrestling display. They moved on to hardcore stuff, and then they brawled, they wrestled, they fought, they fell through furniture. It was every variety of thing, including storytelling, that you could put in a match. And the fact that they brought those two fucking idiots back at the end to affect the ending, in my mind, A, does not affect the overall quality of the match, and B, despite anything that we'd like to think to the contrary, this does not kill Swerve Strickland. In fact, it strengthens him because now he is the most sympathetic babyface in AEW history. Because he is not only fighting the two most hated guys in the company, he's also fighting the EVPs. His back is against the wall in every aspect that you can think of, and he's still fucking over. So I understand why everybody on this panel and a whole lot of other people were pissed off and turned off by that ending. Fine, I get that. But damn it, Swerve is so fucking over, especially now that he's damn near like Tommy Dreamer now. He doesn't need to win any damn thing to be as over as he is. But the fact is, he's going to win eventually, and that's what they're building up to. So,
no, they keep saying gonna win eventually. Oh, he's gonna get the loss to Daniel Bryan was not bad because he's going to get the belt back. He's going to do that. He's over despite them. He's not over because of what he's doing. He's over despite them.
Yeah, well, so was Tommy Dreamer, and people thought Paul Heyman's booking in ECW was brilliant. So, I mean, we like I said before, we want more storyline oriented.
Swerve is no Tommy Dreamer. He's far better than that.
Well, maybe he is, but it's still the same concept, and it's storyline driven. He's the ultimate underdog in this situation, and he's the anti-authority against the EVPs. Whether they intended to set that up or not, that's what they've got, and the match itself was still pretty damn good. The only thing that drug it down for me was the ending. And I'm sure nobody is going to agree with me, but that's the way I feel about it. 4 4.25. Ty, where are you at on this?
This would have been my match of the night if them goddamn Young Bucks would have never came back.
Okay.
I give this match a -3. Because I don't like how they doing Swerve Strickland right now. I don't like how they doing him. Not only is he fighting them bum ass, nothing ass, ain't shit ass, Death Riders, but he got to deal with them Young Bucks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Young Bucks should have stayed their asses in Japan. Only reason they came back was because they lost the IWGP tag titles to Naito and Takahashi. Yeah, Hiromu Takahashi. I think that's his name.
Tanahashi, yeah.
And it would, like I said, fuck the Young Bucks, fuck the Death Riders. Swerve, they're doing Swerve the same way they did him in WWE, and it's not good.
Marcus, do you concur?
Yeah, I gave the match 3.5. I thought that was going pretty good. And I'm gonna tell y'all remember the prediction I made last week that wasn't gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you, when those lights went out, I'm like, oh shit, don't tell me I might have actually been right. And then when they turned the lights back on and it was the fucking Young Bucks, I was ready to turn the TV off. And Bobby, stop me if please cut me off if I'm about to cover anything you're about to cover. But why in God's name would you bring the Young Bucks back on the same night that you turn FTR heel? So now you got your two main.
Oh yeah.
You got your.
I'm going there.
Okay, well I'll leave that. I'll leave that alone then. Okay, but yeah, that was very disappointing right there. I mean, I just moved it along 3.5.
Okay. Bobby, you get the last nail, and the next segment, Grind My Gears, is all yours. So, Mastermind, you have the floor.
Thank you. Oh my God, what a weekend for wrestling it has been. But I'm going to tell you something that really grinds my fucking gears. AEW right now has grinded my fucking shit to the fucking brakes. I do not understand how you have a main event. Number one, I don't understand how you have Moxley with the belt in the first place, but it is what it is. Okay. But you got somebody hot like Swerve Strickland that is making people swerve like I drive, swerve like I drive, swerve like I drive. They got the whole place rocking. He is the more formidable Jimmy Uso right now.
Yes. He's talented. He's a better version of Jimmy
Yes.
Uso.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
And you are sitting here and letting this fucking bald-headed, mumble-mouth motherfucker whose fucking female on this squad looks more intimidating than fucking him sit up here and go over on him when you're going into your biggest show of the fucking year. I'm sorry. This is poor planning. This is ass kissing. And let's go more with the ass kissing here. How the fuck do you let the young clucks, they chicken heads, so I'll call them the young clucks, come in and interfere in the match, and you have FTR turn heel? Now they can't face each other. That's saving their ass. A heel can't face me. I don't have to face FTR. This is all strategical bullshit to kiss ass for the favorites in the company. John Moxley is getting his ass kissed by keeping that fucking title right now. Fucking the Young Bucks are getting their ass kissed by having FTR as heels as well so they don't face each other. Swerve Strickland tried to say fuck you to Booker T. They're trying to take up for AEW. And AEW just basically turned right back around and said, no, fuck you.
No, I'm sorry. Sir Strickland saying fuck you to Booker T in that pay-per-view was fucking bullshit, too.
It was. It was bullshit, but guess what? He got the payback right there. Karma came right back to him. And then in the Dynasty, they just basically said, no, not fuck Booker T, fuck you. This is demonstrating right here. Because if you remember, we talked the segment about the Carolina workers and how I wanted to go to California workers, and how I wanted to go, but they told me, nah, you might not want to go. And we were talking about Excalibur saying that word. It's all coming to fruition right now. There is no excuse for Strickland shouldn't have won that title. There's no excuse that man shouldn't have walked off and walked into All In as the champion. None. N-U-N. You don't even get an N-O-N-E. You get an N-U-N on that one. None. No reason whatsoever. That man should not have been the champion. And you fuck around and let this goofy ass Death Rider bullshit continue as a fucking champion when the fucker don't even fucking deserve it. People sat through 5 hours of bullshit. Do you know how fucking bad I was? At least pay me off at the fucking end and make me a little bit fucking happy. You did nothing but fucking piss me the fuck off. How the fuck do you have people wait 5 hours and you give a bullshit fucking ending like that? I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I was having high hopes that they was going to try to turn shit around. I'm always trying to give Tony Khan this credit and be like, okay, maybe he'll do it this time. Maybe he'll do it this time. Maybe he'll do it this time. And you know what? I'm starting to see why I had fuck. I didn't see what the fuck Tony saw when it became to Wendy. Because I keep giving motherfuckers chances that don't need fucking chances.
You do.
I'm at the end of my rope right now. Because the only way out from this debacle is to have Swerve Strickland win that championship at All In Texas. That's the only way they can get out of this shit. This is the only way they can fucking make excuses and try to backtrack and say, oh, well, we were planning this all along to try to make it palatable. Because this is bullshit. This is like getting ribs off the fucking barbecue grill with no fucking seasoning, no barbecue sauce, no nothing. This was shit. And anybody, Matt Goings, I dare you to get on there and try to defend this shit. You're always on there trying to clown about, oh, WWE's goofballs and blah, 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 blah. what the fuck you call this shit? So I dare you to get on the internet and say anything. This is some dumb, ignorant, non-professional, non-making sense, going against what professional wrestling is all about. This is an abomination. And I hope they switch their shit. Because Tony Storm right now is the only reason I'm watching AEW right now. The only fucking reason.
I watch for Tony Storm and Swerve.
Oh, no. And Swerve, but I'm getting tired of getting the way Swerve getting fucking treated.
I agree.
And I can't even watch it because I know what's going to fucking happen. And it bothers me. You know? So I can't even watch Swerve hardly because I know, okay, they're going to do this. And sure enough, I look at the highlights the next day. And guess what happened? Just as I fucking think. No Vaseline. And Tony Khan ain't Ice Cube. It getting to a point where AEW needs to be fucking dismantled. And they got killed my birthday on July. Because I'm telling you right now, Swerve Strickland does not win that title, and they don't come back and he doesn't win the title on his birthday. It's all about the fans when it comes to this channel. You guys will report AEW all you want to, but I personally will get up and leave what AEW is mentioned on the program. I am that fucking pissed. That's what really grinds my fucking gears.
In the Multi-Times Wrestling group, I bet so much when Daniel Bryanson took the title off of Swerve. I thought that was a huge mistake. And everybody was like, he'll be fine. He'll get the title back. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's L after L after L. We're all, come all in. It's damn near a year since he got fucked. Because Tony Khan wants a book from his heartstrings, then do what's right for business.
It ain't even his heartstrings. It's his buddy handshakes. It's jacking them off. That's what he's doing.
I say heartstrings because he wanted a feel good moment with Bryan Danielson to win the title, and then have Swerve like lose the title to him, then a week later lose to fucking Hangman, and then he lose to Bobby Lashley. Now he lost. Swerve is over big time, despite all this shit. But they're not doing him right. He's the biggest star that they have. You cannot tell me that they have a bigger star than Swerve Strickland right now in AEW.
Tony Storm.
Maybe, yeah, maybe Omega, maybe.
Okay, your top stars are Omega, Swerve, Tony Storm, and MJF. But Moxley is the one holding the title. That don't sit well for me.
No. They need to make a cruiserweight division, get them motherfuckers going. Get the title off the
division gonna help Swerve?
Hold on, hear me out. Get the belt off fucking Moxley and put it on fucking Swerve. Let me finish my fucking sentence.
I would be fine with Swerve not having a title if it was on MJF.
Well, I'll get you on that, but I'm sorry, Swerve should have that fucking title.
No, I definitely should. He definitely should.
So you already know about you tapped out moment.
Okay, we will move on then to the new tap out is next, and we will naturally start with the inventor of the tap out, Marcus.
Well, my tap out was Swerve saying "fuck you" to Booker T. You know, I am so tired of seeing black men, whether it's Stephen A. and LeBron, whether it's 50 against every other rapper, all these black men going back and forth, using a platform, go back and forth against each other in public. You know, I am just so tired of that. I mean, If you get issue with each other, okay, but the whole world doesn't need to know about it. And we're the only ones doing this shit. I mean, seriously, nobody else is doing this shit, I'm just really tired of it, and that's my tap out.
Hold on, wait. Eminem was doing it.
With who?
How many people we got a name on him? MGK, a whole bunch of motherfuckers. He was going at a whole bunch of people.
Well, I don't remember it, but I'll take your word for it.
No, but I think what Mark is saying is like we're constantly shitting on our race.
Yeah, we are.
Constantly.
We are.
And we're the only race that do this shit.
Repeatedly. Okay, even it was Eminem. That was one. Okay, that's one incident. I mean, we're constantly doing this. I mean, constantly. All for it.
Dixie Six got fucked with too. I mean, I get what you're saying though. It is the start for the season. I got to agree with you on that. We need to stick together a lot more, and unfortunately,
I mean, how many white people is Eminem shitting on?
Oh, he's shitting on a lot of them though. He is. That dude got a list.
Man,
Vanilla Ice for stealing his gimmick.
Yeah.
Vanilla
Ice is one. Christina Aguilera.
But
Mariah Carey.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing with Eminem. He gives no fucks, race, sex, whatever. He don't give a fuck. First of all, you don't fuck with Eminem. The way that motherfucker talk about his mama, you don't fuck with him.
No, you don't.
And usually when Eminem beef with you, it's because you have beef with him.
Yeah, that's career suicide right there.
Right. But then, I mean, okay, but Vanilla Ice ain't prominent. I mean, look at LeBron and Stephen A. Two prominent black men. They got two.
Oh my God, hold on.
They got two high-profile platforms, and they going over back and forth with some stupid shit. I mean, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but that I'm just.
No, I feel on that, Marcus. I definitely feel you on that.
I don't even get why the argument even started with them two, because for real,
exactly.
They told the fucking truth.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
You know the fucking truth. The other one was like, what are you doing? Shut your flopping ass up. I gotta play 30 extra years to get a record ass up out of here.
Wait, I'm gonna say this about this shit. LeBron James put his fucking kid on a pedestal, which is why he's not the GOAT, because MJ didn't do that shit for his son, because he realized, and I'm sorry, Jordan's kid was more talented than Bronny.
Yeah, way more talented.
But Jordan realized he ain't ready. He ain't there. Bron needs to get the fuck out of his feelings.
LeBron needs to stop flopping. Let's start with that shit.
Oh boy.
LeBron you know what LeBron needs to do? LeBron needs to spend less time with Diddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was real slick. I gotta give you
Oh God. I picked the wrong week to quit smoking. Ty.
Hold on. Okay, we gotta talk about LeBron on a separate show. Go ahead. Go.
Okay. Ty, what's your tap out?
Yeah, my tap out has to go to Swerve Strickland. After he said fuck Booker T at AEW Dynasty, I'm sick of, as a black woman with myself, we gotta stop shitting on each other. And like I said in the group, why can't Swerve Strickland be congratulatory towards Booker T on his accomplishments, past and present, in the wrestling industry? Why can't Booker T be the same with Swerve Strickland? I'm tired of all this negative hate. I'm tired of all this bullshit back and forth with Booker T and Swerve. If you guys can't be congratulatory of one another in your wrestling accomplishments, past and present, why even feud with each other when you can't be congratulatory for one another? Be congratulatory of one another, respect each other's accomplishments in wrestling, and move the fuck on. I'm sick of this shit.
I did have a question. Honestly, can we give Swerve a slight, okay, not a lot, a slight pass, because he is younger. He hasn't went through the struggles like the older generation has.
I mean, I can see that, but I posted in our chat, and I was hoping we had time to cover it today. Swerve. I mean, if you look at the treatment of black men at AEW, it ain't been a whole lot better.
It hasn't.
WWE. It hasn't that much better. So I'm not really sure how he's doing in that big ass glass house he's living in. How he's throwing rocks. I'm really not sure.
I want to also answer this. Don't throw stones in glass houses and hide your hands. Stand on every fucking thing that you do.
Because I mean, if you look at AEW history, black mentorship ain't been a whole lot better than WWE in the last 5 years. So I'm not really sure what all this fade he's doing to Booker. I'm not really sure where this shit is coming from.
Well, once again,
NXT in WWE is doing something. You gotta give them their credit. AEW ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Well, once again, AEW and WWE have equal but opposite problems. In AEW, black athletes are not pushed enough. In WWE, black athletes are given ridiculous gimmicks and ignored. 6 in one hand, half a dozen of the other. So it depends on which one you consider more racist.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
For tap out, go ahead. Yeah.
I want to piggyback on you guys because I had a couple tap outs. I really did though, but the Swerve thing with Booker T, and I'm gonna give Swerve a little bit of leeway on this. It's still my tap out, but I'm gonna give him a little bit of leeway for this reason only, because everything you guys pointed out was spot on. Definitely spot on. It's my tap out because I think Swerve look at Booker T's Uncle Tom. And the reason I say that is because Booker T is one of the very few black athletes in professional wrestling that has achieved the success that he got. So to a certain extent, I get where he's coming from with his bitterness, but it's not right. Booker T has achieved a lot. When you look at the WCW buyout from WWE, there's only 2 people that's been really successful from WCW to WWE. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about completely Rey Mysterio and Booker T.
Yep.
I don't think that Swerve Booker has gone through struggles. He has gone through struggles. But I think that they look at Booker T different because he has overcome it and was very successful. Booker T was probably more successful in WWE as far as like accolades and all that shit than the GOAT, Ric Flair.
Yep.
As far as what they've done in WWE. But he's not going about it the right way. And I think part of it is because he's over here and Booker's over here. And I really think that's, and I'm giving, it's my tap out. It's definitely my tap out. But I think part of Swerve's problem with Booker is the fact that like he's not in WWE no more and Booker still is. And I think he's not looking at it the right way. Because I don't think Booker came at him in a negative way or anything like that as far as like him being in AEW. But I think Swerve took it wrong. And I think part of it is because Booker T is one of the most successful black men in wrestling. And we haven't had a lot of successful black men in wrestling. We have not. We have Booker T and we have The Rock.
Okay. I am very, very glad that I get to go after you after this, Motown, because last week Kevin Owens' injury took precedent, so I had to take that as tap out. But this week, my tap out has to be El Gringo Idiota, otherwise known
Gringo
as
Idiota.
El Grande Americano. Okay, let's put this into perspective. You want to talk about something that's fucking racist? This whole angle, in my view, is not only disrespectful to Mexican fans, but is making fun of Lucha Libre for no goddamn good reason at all. Wastes Chad Gable, who is an extraordinary talent. Now, we talk about Swerve Strickland getting screwed over by AEW. Chad Gable, among other people, is a talented guy who WWE has fucked over for years. And now they're turning him into Blue Blazer 2.0. Just because some asshole thinks that it's funny.
Rob, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't always agree with you with your criticisms, but you on point on Chad Gable and this shit. You definitely on point on this.
Yeah, not only is
I also want to add to this about El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano eres un idiota. He's a jackass.
Bueno. Anyway, my God in heaven, just an absolutely unnecessary, stupid-ass thing that once again proves to me that WWE has not changed, their creative still sucks, and they still will not move on from the same half dozen motherfuckers that they shoved down people's throats for the last 20 years. And that's never going to change because the company itself is a corporation within a corporation within a corporation, and has many flaws, and there are plenty that AEW has. At least they're not doing this shit, which is openly and unabashedly racist, whether they mean it to be or not. So,
but in all honesty, Rob, it's been worse.
Well, yeah, there's been a whole lot worse in the history of professional wrestling.
Wait, no, I'm talking about WWE. I'm talking about Mexicals coming out on fucking lawnmowers.
Yes.
Oh, I remember the Mexicals.
Not to mention.
I didn't like how they came out.
Yeah, not to mention Chavo pretending to be white. Yeah, that was fucking stupid and racist. And
the Mexican, honestly, I don't think as far as Mexicans, I don't think anything was worse than the Mexicals. I don't think anything was worse than the Mexicals.
Okay. Here's a question for the panel. Is it more racist if you do something racially insensitive and don't know that you're doing it? Or is it more racist if you deliberately do it for shock value and don't care?
Deliberately,
for shock value, you don't care.
Yeah.
Definitely. Not even close.
Okay.
Like, if they didn't know better, that's one thing, but they know better.
Well, we don't know how that would have played out because they cut it so quick.
Well,
you can do a character like that exposing people and exposing their ailments and have it mean something to where it's not actually being racist, but it's pointing out the faults in them, okay? Perfect example. I had an idea that I wanted, like when I was running, I wanted the guy to come at me and say, how are you a promoter? You don't look like the other promoters around here. You're not like them. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not like them? And then Sam would have been on my side at the time and would have been taking up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a way you can do it, but you have to walk that fine line of doing it.
Yeah.
It's a very fine line, and you got to walk on it and do it that way.
Okay, well, Bobby, I'm not talking about an angle that criticizes racism. I'm talking about an angle that is ignorantly racist in and of itself. And that's what El Grande Americano is. It's blissfully unaware of how fucking unfunny and stupid and racist it actually is. Even if they mean for it to be in some kind of parody / criticism type thing, it doesn't work. It's absolutely fucking terrible.
See, I look at the Americano thing as he's trying to hide amongst the luchadors so nobody knows it's him. And he's trying to fool everybody to think it's somebody else. I don't think it's intended to be racist. I think it's intended to, as a what do they call it? One of 007 type hitting deals to where I'm really somebody else, but I'm Agent 007. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that they're trying to do. I don't think that was racist.
Well,
I agree about it. It was like when Hulk Hogan threw the mask on when he was like Captain America.
Right.
They're trying.
When Dusty Rhodes with the Midnight Rider.
They're trying to do that, but WWE Creative is too fucking stupid to pull it off, and it just comes off as racist and dumb and unfunny as all hell.
But for some reason, we need to move on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Our last is WrestleMania Night 1 predictions. Let's go down the line with Charlotte versus Tiffany.
We need to do rapid fire on this like we did last week.
Exactly. Marcus, who do you got?
Charlotte.
Motown.
Tiffany. Titty time.
Ty.
Tiffy.
Okay. Bobby.
Everybody.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, Street Profits versus New Day is what the match was announced as. Motown, who you got?
Say Street Profits?
What was it? Street Profits or
Street Profits defended the tag team titles against New Day, right?
Or was it War Raiders against New Day?
War Raiders.
Okay, I'm sorry, that was my fault.
That changed my prediction.
Eyes again. Go ahead.
Street Profits.
Marcus.
No, New Day.
Oh, okay. Bobby.
Oh, wait. Are they taking New Day?
It was War Raiders versus New Day.
Wait. Are they taking on the War Raiders?
It's War Raiders versus New Day.
Yeah, my bad.
It's War Raiders.
New Day just for nothing?
Apparently.
Oh.
They don't give a shit about the tag titles anyway.
That's the angle up on Raw.
Street Profits.
Now they're not in the match.
Wait, what's the match?
War Raiders versus New Day.
New Day.
Okay. And Bobby, you said War Raiders?
Wait. These motherfuckers got a match that Street Profits don't?
Yeah,
exactly.
The Street Profits are defending their titles on SmackDown.
Oh, that's some fucking bullshit. New Day don't know, but that's some fucking bullshit.
Right.
I hope New Day wins, but I think War Raiders will take it.
Yeah, more than likely. I'm going to say War Raiders because New Day has always been a joke and WWE hates them, which, again, fits the pattern. All right, next match.
Wait a minute!
I'm sorry, Ty. Go ahead.
Didn't go.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who do you got?
Oh,
okay.
Get the flogger out of his ass.
I am very sorry, Ty. I'm having trouble seeing today, and I didn't know that you didn't go. I'm sorry. Okay. Next match. Breaker. Oh, man. What? Okay, now I know why. Okay, I'm sorry. I was on the wrong page.
That's what she said.
Good God.
Lord
Okay.
have mercy.
Hold on a second. For whatever reason, I've got the wrong stuff in front of me here. Who has the lineup?
I got the lineup here though.
Okay,
So,
you
Tony,
go ahead and
go,
introduce.
Tony, go. Go, Tony. Go, Tony. Go.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
okay, what match we? Okay, so we did
Tiffany and Charlotte, we did. War Raiders and New Day.
Okay, Gunther versus Uso.
Walter.
Marcus.
Shit. Jay.
Ty.
She said ye.
Okay, cool. Bobby.
Uso!
And we gonna be yeeting in this motherfucker. I got Jay Uso as well. Next matchup. Did we get everybody right? I didn't miss nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Marcus, you leading this off.
Chocolate Thunder, baby.
Which one?
Oh, you know which one he picking.
My Chocolate Thunder.
You know which one he picking.
I know. I had the best one.
Ty, who you got here?
I gotta abstain. I can't pick Marcus. I can't pick against your boo, and I can't pick Jay. So I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta abstain.
Okay. Rob, who you got?
Jade.
Bobby, who you got?
Jade.
Fuck Jade.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
God.
sorry. I'm sorry. Marcus ain't gonna be a lone wolf on this one because I'm picking Naomi too.
Yep. Naomi with outside interference.
Oh, it's gonna be shenanigans. It's definitely gonna be shenanigans. But I got Naomi winning too. Jacob Fatu versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. Ty, who you got? That's one for L.A. Knight. Rob, who you got?
Jacob Fatu. They're going to fuck over LA Knight and keep having him hawk Slim Jims for a living.
Bobby, who you got?
Jacob Fatu.
Marcus.
LA Knight with outside interference from Solo. Solo's gonna fuck it up for Jacob.
Oh.
I agree with Marcus. I got LA Knight.
Yeah, he's got
for
big
the same
things
reason.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, switch mine. Same thing.
Okay, cool. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Rob, who you
Ray.
got?
I have Ray for that one. Fuck El Gringo Idiota.
Okay. Marcus, who you got?
I'm going with Gable.
Okay, cool. Ty.
Ray. Fuck El Grande Idiota.
Bobby.
El Gringo Idioto.
And I got Tag Gable too. And the final match for the pay-per-view, the main event, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins.
This is about to get
Bobby,
good.
who you got?
Who, me?
Bobby.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Seth Rollins. Because what Heyman's going to turn on both of them, and he's going to go with Seth.
Well, I'm going to go next. I was going to go last, but I'm going to go next because I agree with you. It's going to be Seth freaking Rollins. Ty, who you got?
Roman.
Hold. Acknowledge your daddy. Rob, who you got?
Rollins.
Marcus.
Rollins, same reason as Bobby. Heyman's gonna fuck him.
All right. That's night one of WrestleMania.
Heyman's about to have a threesome.
Oh my God.
And on that lovely visual, we are out of time for FTW Future
Before we
Focus.
go out of time, Paul Heyman's going to put it on them like guys.
Oh, good Lord.
That's
Why
for me
did I
favor.
pick this week of all? Why did we have to hit it of all week? Anyways, on behalf of Marvelous Marcus Buckley, Tony Motown Allen, the Tigress Ty Nickerson, and the Mastermind Bobby Rogers, this is your not so humble correspondent, Robert Black. Flaws and bad eyes and all, saying so long. We will definitely see you in the future. Hit that James Brown, baby.
Hit it. Oh, how you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good? Feeling good. It's groovy. Play so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I feel all right. I call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here.